Okay, so there she be. This will be my first and last foray into the ninjification of my Glock. So this particular trigger, let's see, what's it called? Damn, I already forgot. It's the Overwatch Precision TAC trigger. So if it's got the word TAC in it, it's got to be good, right? Let's see. Veteran owned and operated, shortened pre-travel, improved trigger control. All safeties remain fully functional. There's the website. Hopefully it's going to focus here. Overwatchprecision.com. So I guess essentially what this thing is, it's a row bar, NP3 coated trigger bar. So as you can see there, the entire length of the trigger bar, top and bottom, sides, whatever. It's coated in that stuff, and it feels really slick. There aren't any like rough edges or hard corners on it, so I assume that helps with the decreased friction that it provides, I guess, on all the other surfaces. The actual trigger itself is aluminum, and I guess it's what they call a flat face trigger. So it's quite a bit fatter, quite a bit wider, with the flat face and a little bit of, I guess, a lip there at the bottom. So I assume that maybe helps you repeat where your where your finger placement is. You can see there's the trigger safety. Pretty springy. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this installed. I didn't want to necessarily turn this into a instructional video on how to install a Glock trigger, but we'll get it installed and we'll take a look, see what it looks like, and show you what I can best show you, I guess, on camera on what the difference is in it, and then the pull length. Supposedly it says that it decreases, I guess, the amount of creep or pre-travel by 25%. So that's quite a bit, really. That would probably explain why I was able to shoot it so quickly, and yeah, the reset on it was pretty amazing. So we'll get it installed and we'll take a look at it. Alright, so shortly after I made that video about a week ago about changing my opinion on Glock triggers, it actually came in. So I've only had a chance to go to the range on 2 short little range trips. So I've only been able to put about, I don't know, 330 or so rounds through it with this new trigger. I will say I do like it. The biggest thing I noticed mainly was being able to shoot a little bit faster, especially at distance, at around 25 to 35 yards. So we'll undanger it. Okay, and then we'll try to take a closer look. As you can see there's your big old fat, flat-faced trigger. In the gun, one thing I noticed definitely right off the bat is it definitely it sits back farther in the frame of the gun, whereas the Glock one seems to be more right about here. So it already, I guess in a way, it almost like pre-stages itself. So according to the information that came with the trigger, as I think I stated before, that it does reduce the pre-travel by about 25%, and just by eyeballing it, that's to me clearly obvious. Another thing it seems to do, I don't necessarily think that it lightens the trigger pull any, but I do notice that it does seem to take quite a bit of the grit and obviously the creep out of it, especially since it sets it back so far. Again, it's just basically a factory Glock trigger bar that's been row bar coated with the aluminum flat-faced shoe. So I'll try to demonstrate kind of what the pull is like. So you're pretty much right there. So as you can see, that's not a lot of creep at all. Then you get up against your wall, and then it goes. Try to show you guys. The reset also seems to be quite a bit shorter right there. And if you noticed, my finger pretty much flew forward, so it definitely has like a forceful push to it on the reset, which is nice. Yeah. So I do love the fact that you're right there. So that's it. Again, I don't think this is going to be any kind of, if you're a shitty shooter, a terrible shooter, this isn't going to make you an awesome operator or anything. But I think if you've able to master the Glock trigger, which I personally don't think is all that bad. I know a lot of people like to complain about it. It's pretty in vogue to complain about Glock triggers, but I think if you've pretty much mastered that or gone beyond the capabilities of the gun, this would be a nice upgrade for people. So I'm definitely digging it. Again, I want to put at least, I don't know, 500 to 600 total rounds through it before I'm completely sold. But so far, I do like it. So I think Overwatch definitely has they're onto something here, because it definitely makes shooting this gun a lot more enjoyable. So that's it. Thanks for watching.